Yes. Anyway, Vina says, are you Vinaing? Am I Vinaing? I could be Venonat if you'd prefer.
Yeah, please, bring it on.
One of my favorite Pokemons. One of my favorite pals. I can't wait to get my Venonat gun.
Yes.
Yeah. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept-engraved crystal and the quick-fingered Aureas which made off with it.
And Aureas, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. It's really bothersome that they call them sharks now that you pointed
It annoys the hell out of me.
Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureas. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed away the crystal you seek.
Please. Even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another 2 pairs of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading into Point in Oikos. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts.
Also, the idea that they all were like, sharks? Hell yeah, dude. Can I make one of those? You go for it, man. It's all you.
That it was just a committee? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, they should have wings. Oh,
good.
Two heads?
I'm on
that's
multiple
too
heads.
many.
No, that's my idea. I'm on multiple
too
heads.
many, it's too many.
Approved. Stamp it. Approve it.
Was it, how many days did it take? Because if it took more than a week, we could call it Shark Week in Elpis.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could call it, yeah.
Shark Week in Elpis.
The ancient
like it.
predator.
I like it. Oh, there's other Shark Week jokes. Yes, wonderful. We're sharing the same brain cell. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, a literal Sharknado of ideas.
I can tell which ones are players because their hair's better.
But who knows after the update?
Who knows?
Who's an NPC?
We should do a haircut review. We should do the wall of haircuts. Because I have opinions, man.
What?
You think this is a gag? It is not.
Wow.
I would love to just talk about all the haircuts in Final Fantasy XIV.
I mean, sometimes, it's more of a fantasy, a time and a place haircut. Suggests.
I'm not
periods of time.
gonna take anything you say seriously when you're running around in those glasses.
These are my future seeing goggles.
Sure.
So I can record.
Sure.
And send back.
We got Traveler's
Footage.
Crossroads. We gotta go down this way.
Hello there. Did you create something recently?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks.
Can you pull up and make the dashboard the forward window?
Yes,
Thank
there
you.
you go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you not grabbing my mouse from my hand.
Well, what if I want to hold your hand?
Well, that's different. If you reached over and used my hand to click the mouse and move it, I feel
Is
very
that better or worse?
I feel very different than you being like, "Gah, get off that. That's my mouse."
People keep telling us that we have Emmett Hitlo energy, and what would be more Emmett toward Hitlo energy than give me that? Give me that. Just smack. Give me that damn mouse. What are you doing? We don't need to see ourselves.
I find them a delight personally, but they have a habit of making Emmett's out look like he's been down on a sour grape. Wonderful.
What's Emmett saying? Problem you present is vexing enough without adding the old asm into the equation. Sigh, and she wonders why these lines upon my brow grow deeper, when she herself wields the hammer and chisel. That's how I talk to my chihuahuas.
The hammer and the chisel.
Alright, Vina says, our last searcher returns. I'm afraid the Aureas no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better? please right-click.
Sure did.
And click hand over, and then go click hand over again. The crystal. Well done.
Always with the crystals, you.
Wonderful. Now I can focus. Trying to read. Now I can focus on your tale without the missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I'm just gonna go with I've often been asked to do so. Oh, you two. Some of us seem destined to always be searching. For ourselves and for others.
Damn.
Long ago, when I held the seat of Azim, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. This is like you wrote it.
Well, you know.
You love whimsical.
Yeah, I do. It's a good word.
Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is, the way one thing leads to another. Wouldn't you agree? Vinar, you'd make a good podcaster. You're getting lost in the weeds of picking up this crystal.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. So fascinating. What's Emma saying between that?
Say
the
big.
problem you present is oh, yes.
Say big.
Hammer and chisel. A past not yet come to pass. There's so many P's and I'm just popping into it.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Is that peaking or is it just
No, it
crackly
just kind of
sounding?
pops, you know?
Okay. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I returned this stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to the task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. That means you, Emmett. Unless Emmett is following. In which case, I shall travel by thought.
Golden thoughts.
Where are we going? Oh, just up the hill. As directed.
To the private place.
Private place.
Look at this wonderful bit of role playing.
What do you, oh, look at it. Yeah. Look at it.
Just
Look at it.
standing around.
Look at this.
Oh,
look at this.
Look at that.
I can see what's happening.
Oh, wait, hang on. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's
Top
all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong.
Okay. Yep.
Again-
Well, I was gonna compliment everybody.
You started making elephants. This was making
They just
elephants.
started
Elephants
making
with two
elephants.
hands.
Yep.
Elephants with hands. Elephants
just-
holding
they just
babies and
started
running
it.
away. It went crazy.
Yep.
Everyone was nuts for the baby.
Yep. It was great for a moment. It was great for a moment.
I was curious about the white robes that Markraz won fair and of impartial reasoning. So we have a little bit of robe color lore going on here.
Oh.
Yeah, you can earn.
Ah.
You can earn.
I
new
mean, I would say
robage.
Hithlo kind of exhibits those ideals as well, but then
He hasn't earned them,
Emmett
you know?
makes sense.
Yeah,
Emmett
aside
makes
from the
sense.
emissary, Elizabeth, such garb is worn only by those who have stepped down from public office to serve as advisors. Whatever you have to say, she will listen without judgment.
Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea.
I'm catching up.
I like the hard cut of the music. And now for something completely different.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
3, 2, 1, go.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer.
Oh, the
but
sweet
I travel
sweets.
Love
light
some
out of
sweetmeats.
habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like.
We have the jerky of beef.
Now then. Will you tell us your tale?
I'll require action figures.
We have completely different angles on the T.
I guess because of height.
Yeah.
And then Emmett was like, "Ba, ba, 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 ba." And you're like,
Is that how he drinks his tea?
what?
What are you talking
No,
about?
because we're telling the whole tale. That's why I need action figures. So you can like, and then you hold him, and Emmett's like, "Whoa,"
Emmett
with the
was
big
like, "Man,
hands.
has to
And then I was
spend
like
some
picked up
time
in the
for
air,
this.
and there's like lasers across the floor.
Emmett has huge hands.
And then Thancred was like,
this.
"Whoa."
And it was called dying grass.
Yes, the dying
Or
grass.
gas, but I thought it was grass because his hands
it
are
has
so
big hands.
Big meaty palms.
All right, in the future I come from, a calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. The world has been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star. I like the first one, because that's what I'm most interested in.
Oh, jeez, that what?
Okay, so confirmed. You taking a minute to respond was not internet delay, it's just brain delay.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
okay. Because first I was stuck on that. Is this the first time we've had a ... so that they didn't have to write out the sentence so long? So I was like,
I
that's
don't think so.
interesting.
I don't
Have we
think
had
so.
before statements and then pick the back half of the statements before? So I was distracted by myself.
Move on to the interesting part.
But this is the interesting. There's three. These are all really interesting. I want to start at
Yes.
the beginning, but I hope that they let me pick all the. I'll just have to do an in-book thing because I want to know all the options.
Well,
obviously,
I was mentioning the Final Days is kind of starting at the beginning, but it's also
has befallen the world, but the world has been sundered. Like, I want to hear her opinion on that.
I understand that.
Yeah, yeah. So I only
If
get
only
one.
there was a book in a room that you could click on.
I know, but I want to know them all now. I want to checklist them. So let's start at the top and hope it,
3,
Let's do
2,
them all.
1, go. Your kids, Vina. Something's got to be done about your kids.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
There we go. Okay, good.
It doesn't matter what we pick, Kyle. The illusion of choice.
Like half of this is just about Oriange's bullshit.
And he still can't swim. They're like, La Habrea did what? That doesn't sound like him at all.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Start at the beginning.
So you become a giant crystal. We're really...
Oh man, yeah. Good.
Jeez.
Thank goodness.
We're just laying it out.
Yeah. You're like stuck in a DMV forever.
Previously on Final Fantasy XIV. Oh my god, spoiling Endwalker. What jerks.
I guess those are the important parts. For them.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain. But your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital on Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
I would like to go to Amarant.
True, true. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Welcome to our
Hardly
world,
any.
days.
But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale?
There he is.
Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem.
You sure did.
Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people.
Oh,
a
okay.
bizarre
I
indulgence
would have skipped that part.
would be insulting to their memory.
Yeah, a bizarre indulgence.
Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic
Wow,
and
we did not
inexplicable?
edit the tail.
Eternal life is a hell of a drug, dude.
Would have softened
Now,
the blow a little.
I will allow
Oh,
that
the
the
music.
hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emmett Selk! Wait!
It's Kyle rushing after me when I get mad about one YouTube comment.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
I agree with the top two. Honestly,
Yeah.
I agree with all three.
I'm not gonna waste my simulation / pass / don't affect the future on not saying much at all.
Yeah.
I think someone needs to look in on what Hermes is doing right damn now. So I'm gonna go middle. Because I'm most
interested in Dynamis personally.
but he's the one messing with it. So, you got the symptom, the syringe and the juice.
Good point, but also I feel for him, and I don't want to throw him under the bus right now.
But he is
humanized poor.
But he is the bus. He is. He's the reason for the bus. How
can I throw you under the bus if you are
You
the bus?
are the bus.
You
Reveal.
are the bus.
Massive reveal.
Yeah, I'm diverging.
Okay.
Let me just double check and make sure I am still recording this. I am. 3, 2, 1, go. This is gonna be hard because I can't hear.
Hermes and his creation Meteor,
very
you
different.
say? If Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants
Search
further
my brain.
investigation.
Okay, yep.
just gonna watch yours.
I just got a longer version of yours.
Okay. Yeah, they both mentioned Dynamis.
With that settled, just time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Note the white robe, for she is up for anything.
Anything and everything.
You want to party? You want to go? We go, man.
Always.
We get in the car.
Always.
Get in the etherical car. It's go time.
Oh my word. That scene was absolute fandom fire and you're just dumping fuel onto it.
Yeah,
for me.
no, that was great.
I love that Emmett didn't talk for the first many minutes of that scene. Just hunched over.
Again, I would have edited out
Most
most of that.
Yes, I would have probably put it a little more delicately
Yes.
to the man to
I
my
probably
left.
wouldn't have mentioned
right?
Amarot or killing him.
I don't
or-
think it was important that Emmett knew he So you got really into model trains, a little too into model
dude,
trains.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Yeah, I don't think it's important. I don't think it's an important detail. I think you
And
just
with the
go.
passage, once he's on board and he's like, "Hold on, did you ever meet me?" And then maybe I could one day be like, "Dude, yeah, you're gone. I'm sorry."
Listen, I know he said he wanted to hear everything, but you probably need to work on how you break bad news to your friends if you think they literally mean they want to hear everything.
Hold up,
Wait a minute.
I got an in-book. I need to go fetch it. I'm gonna bring it back here. You watch it, okay? You get to see it all.
Wait, what?
Just go
an
get the
in-book.
Yeah, bring. See, it's not my fault. Just watch it.
Took me a
Just
minute.
watch it.
Yeah. Yes.
But you could have also been, encouraged
I feel
by
like
the other two in the room.
I feel like the game is with Emmett's reaction there is confirming to me that this is a causality loop, and he
Yes.
is still destined to become the Emmett we know.
That's why I see. That's why I'm seeing what Elizabeth said is you're visiting a recording, you can't change anything, and no matter how much you interact, no matter what you do, you're not going to change it.
Go
I
nuts.
didn't see it as a warning of don't go changing it too much.
I still, for manners' sake, would have
Yeah,
left out some
well,
of.
okay, yeah. How many of us feel bad when we're mean to the NPCs in the dialogue.
And also
right?
a little unfair. Probably should have been like, Vina, you become Heidelin and you're like responsible for this poor girl like dying over and over again on the first and being reborn. So it's like,
Well, we skipped that part apparently.
well, that's what I'm saying. A little
Yeah.
unfair to poor Emmett. Like we were like really, or Vinaj like. Actually, what's probably true is Vinaj is much more well-adjusted. It's just
Well,
like,
yeah, they
oh,
got the
that's
white
rough.
robe. Yeah.
Moving on.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like every few minutes, you just go,
Yeah.
Hippolodeus, you're cool. You were cool at this part. And then you keep telling the story and just go, hey, but you were cool during that. You were okay with that, man.
Baggins Wolf. Yeah, I think she's okay with it. Oh no, anyways. Yes, that's the way to,
yeah.
Oh no.
Well, so the idea is that she's...
Anyways.
The idea was that she actually should be dead.
Yes.
But was willing to share her vast knowledge and stick around adventuring.
Yep.
So she has experienced way
Imprisoning.
more. Yeah.
And there's still we still have this giant gaping what the frick happened. Like, we haven't heard from Heidelin. Zodiac's gone. She's no longer having to maintain his prison.
Yeah.
And yet, no one's heard from Heidelin. We even went to the first and confirmed with Reen that Reen hasn't.
Right, the cryo line that she should be at her most powerful because she's like freed up of all this.
Yeah, and we also kind of gleaned that from the information in the Watcher's Post, like talking about what a toll it takes on Heidelin. So that's why I'm like, there's still going to be another boot to drop with Heidelin. There's still a Heidelin boot that we're not even asking about right now. We're so focused on Fandaniel. He's this close to our face, mourning his dead Build-A-Bears, that we can't see the fact that we still have a Heidelin question
he
to
sewed
deal
and
with.
kissed each one of those hearts that they put inside the Build-A-Bears. He put the sound device in their paw.
The most sympathetic Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, it's not peachy because people are making shark monsters. Like, the place is not really functioning.
What, you can make sharks? The world needs sharks? Do they need to be
Doesn't need
jacked
that
with
many
legs and
sharks?
biceps?
Right.
No.
I get it's kind of a seeding thing, like ancients, old ones, kind of.
Yes.
It's very much that alien presence idea that you have in so many sci-fi fantasies.